Welcome back, Helldivers. The CEO of Arrowhead Studios basically confirmed that we are getting a new enemy type in the game, flying bugs. Now, I say basically because you kind of got to be on Twitter and put all these pieces of the puzzle together. I do like that they do these kind of things, but it also does suck if you just kind of play the game, you wouldn't see what's going on. And what is happening, it is very similar to how we got the mechs. They have been very clear that there are like set pieces, there are things in the timeline that will occur, and just like the mechs, we had to take a planet, and once we liberated that planet, we got mechs. And if you are playing during that time, you would have realized that they did start dropping mechs very rarely into games, so as you're liberating, you could see it. And I think what's happening is we're going through something very similar with the flying bugs. So let me talk you through it just in case you're not on Twitter and you want to keep it that way. Right, so footage did emerge of actual flying bugs in the game. I'm not going to show it because you might want to experience in the game itself. And I guess maybe that would be spoilers. But I am talking about it because the CEO pretty much confirms it in this tweet, right? So this post pops off about... hey, actually they fly now, what's going on? I got flying bugs in my game. Very similar to how people are like, oh my god, I've got a mech in my game, what's going on? And the CEO said this: I've heard rumors of flying bugs in Helldivers 2. I want to officially refute such preposterous claims. Everyone knows that bugs can't fly, and I'm not alone in thinking this. The Ministry of Truth agrees that this is propaganda from bug sympathizers that want to brainwash good people. Obviously, role-playing here in the tone of Helldivers and trying to squash this bug or this rumor. It's funny because bugs can't fly. Yeah, okay, well, why do they have wings? Okay, we got these little dudes with wings that fly at you. So this might have been this Reddit post got a fair few up posts saying, yeah, tiny wings foreshadowing of what to come. Someone then responded with, oh yeah, explain this, essentially in the cover art showing flying bugs, which I never noticed either. He responded, image manipulation by traders. The community manager jumped on board with the role play, saying these traders are working overtime to fill your heads with lies, soldiers. And then instantly broke the role play a couple tweets later saying, oh my god, this needs to be a propaganda poster too. Yeah, by them role-playing that bugs definitely don't fly, and we're definitely not going to see any bugs flying, kind of confirming it. You think, oh, that's a bit of a stretch. How does this all go together? Well, let me explain the new orders and the theories on how this is going to play out and the set piece. So if you haven't logged in the last day and a half, 2 days, there is a new major order, and it reads as follows. Upon each barrier planet now stands a network of massive termicide dispensing towers, as in like terminid pesticide, termicide. The terminid control system. Once activated, the TCS will exterminate every terminid on that planet and inoculate it against all future infestations. However, surges in terminid activity have forced the Sea of Engineers to evacuate. Now only the Helldivers can ensure the safety of our citizens. The terminid control system must be activated at any cost. Right. So they want you to go to these barrier planets, like I guess the last line of defense maybe is why they're calling them barrier planets, or sort of the outer ring of defense for bugs invading Super Earth. And on each of these 4 planets, we have to liberate each of the 4 planets. And part of that is they have introduced a new mission type, and the new mission involves activating these terminid control systems to release this pesticide, this termicide, onto the planets and basically wipe out the whole bug problem. Of course, this sounds way too far-fetched to be true. You know, like you would be able to just get rid of bugs being on all 4 planets, or 4 planets on this barrier system, like straight away, and then never come back. So you're already thinking, well, that's not going to work. In the mission, you activate a central control unit, and then you got to defend the silos. It quite literally is tower defense. The Tesla tower is really good for this. If you haven't used that much, I suggest using that. You defend these like silos, and then when you activate it, you see the termicide actually be pumped out into the air. Now, just remember, this is meant to kill all of the bugs. The funny thing is, they don't die. When you go to evacuate, all the bugs still spawn in. Now, I think there's an aspect of, yeah, it's a video game. They want to make extraction still difficult. But I also think it's probably part of a clue that this terminicide is not going to be very effective. What does all this have to do with getting flying bugs? Well, this post with almost 10,000 upvotes, I think is right on the money. I think it's predicting what's happening in the Galactic War, similar to the foreshadowing of mechs. This is foreshadowing the introduction of flying bugs. You combine that with the comments from the CEO, and so we get a major order to defend these planets, to activate this pesticide. And I think whatever we do, if we fail or win, the set piece will be introduction of flying bugs. So it says here, the illusion. Major order failed. Due to uncontrolled population growth, new mutations appeared. Right? And then the other side says, major order success. The TCS caused unforeseen mutations in Terminids. Right, so we think we have free choice. Doesn't matter if we win or we fail this major order, we'll probably get a little bit of dialogue, a little bit of lore to say that new mutations have appeared and now bugs have wings. I think everything's pointing towards the termicide being the wrong thing and propaganda that it actually won't work and will make the problem worse. And that's all I've got for you for today. If you'd like to support the channel and cannot leave a comment, you can leave the word flying bugs. As usual, it's been a pleasure. This is Myelin Games. Peace.